Okay, Algebra 2, we're looking at geometric sequences and series today. The geometric series is the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence. What makes it a geometric sequence instead of an arithmetic sequence is that you are multiplying by something each time. Okay. The formula to find the nth term of a geometric sequence is a to the n is equal to a1, which is your first term, times r to the n minus 1. And r is kind of like the common difference was when we had an arithmetic sequence. The d common difference was where you subtracted is what you added every time. Well, the r is for your geometric sequence, what you're going to multiply every time. The formula to find the sum of a geometric series is S of n is equal to a1 minus a1 times r to the n all over 1r. You want to add these two formulas to your note card. Okay, make sure you make a note that this is geometric and not arithmetic. So looking at number 1, find the next three terms in the geometric sequence, 27, 135, 675. Okay, the first thing you need to do is figure out what your r is. So take two terms and divide. Take 135 and divide by the term before it, which is 27. And 135 divided by 27 is 5. So r is equal to 5. So in order to find the next three terms, you're just going to take your calculator, clear it out, and you're going to take the last term, 675, and you're going to say times 5. And so 3375 is your next term, times 5, 16,875, times 5, 84,375. Those are your next three terms, and that's all there is to that part. So your answer for here is going to be 3375, 16,875, 84,375. All right, number 2, find the 14th term in the geometric sequence. Okay, so remember you have a formula right up here. So we're going to be saying A14 is equal to A1 is 1, it's your first term, times R. You got to figure out what R is. So take your calculator and do like 1/9 divided by 1/3. Make sure you use parentheses when you're talking about fractions. So 1 divided by 9 close, divided by open, 1 divided by 3, and you get 0.333. So let's do math, enter. And R is 1/3. Okay, so you need to make yourself a note up here that R is equal to 1/3. So it's going to be 1 times 1/3 to the n minus 1, and they told me 14th, so 14 minus 1. So you're going to take your handy dandy calculator, and you're going to say 1 times open, 1 divided by 3, close, rooftop, 14 minus 1 is 13, and you get 6.27 e to the negative 7, which means times 10 to the negative 7. So 6.27 times 10 to the negative 7. Okay, that is supposed to be a 6. That is what this e means. Okay, anytime you have that e, that's times 10 to the whatever. And that's your answer on that one. Number 3, form a geometric sequence with two terms between 136 and 459. So it's going to be 136 something, except I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? Just going to clear that out. It's going to be 136 something, 459. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by taking this 459 so you can figure out what r is. You got to know r. So you're going to say 459 is equal to a to the 1, which is 136, times r to the n minus 1. This is the fourth term, so 4 minus 1. So that would be 3. So you've got 459 is equal to 136 r to the third. So you're going to divide by 136. So 459 divided by 136. And you get 3.375. Okay, so 3.375 is equal to r to the third. You got to uncube that. So you're going to do your math 4. And you're going to say 3.375. And the cubed root is 1.5. And so you're figuring out here that 1.5 is equal to r. So now you're just going to take your 136 times 1.5, and you get 204 for your next term, times 1.5, 306 for the one after that. So 204, and 306 are your answers. But you've got to know what R is before you can figure out the next terms. Number 4, find the sum of the first 8 terms of the geometric series. Once again, you really need to know what R is. So R is going to be equal to 12 divided by negative 6, which is negative 2. Okay. Go back up to your formula for the sum. And so Sn, which is going to be S of 8, because I want the sum of the first 8, is equal to, and it's A1, which is 3, minus A1 times R to the n. So 3 times R, we said, was negative 2 to the n is 8, all over 1 minus R, so 1 minus negative 2. This goes in your calculator. Be careful if you're going to go straight to the calculator because it needs lots of parentheses. This is really like saying 3 minus 3 times negative 2 to the 8th. It's going to be a fairly large number. Open, negative 2, close, rooftop 8, 256. Over 1 minus negative 2 is really 1 plus 2, which is 3. So I would take my top and I would say 3 minus 3 times 256, enter, divided by 3, enter, and negative 255 is your answer. Okay, you don't have to break it down the way I did, but if you're going to do this, make sure you put parentheses around everything in the top and around everything in the bottom. Be careful if you just go straight to the calculator with it all. Number 5, find the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric series. Once again, you need to know what R is. I would take these to figure it out. 15 divided by 5 is 3, so R is 3. So then using your formula, S5 is equal to A1, which is 5/3, minus A1, which is still 5/3, times R to the n. So R, we said, was 3, to the n is 5, all over 1 minus R, which is 3. So if you want to go straight to your calculator, you can. Just be careful. Open parentheses again to get your 5 divided by 3, close, minus, open, 5 divided by 3, close, open, 3, close, rooftop 5, close the top, divided by open, 1 minus 3, close the bottom, and you get 201.67. 201.67. So basically you've got 2 formulas today. If you're working with them and you need to know R, we didn't give you the formula for that, but what you do is you take 2 and you divide. You take like your 3rd term and divide it by the 2nd one to figure out what your R is. All right, I believe this takes us to the assignment. If you have any questions, call me over and I will look at it with you.